Well, I could try the Miller percent, although I'm not sure I have enough time for that. So many things I could do, which I haven't really got sorted out yet. Darkest Dungeon, for some reason, always takes really long to load on the first time you boot it up. Other than that, it's usually pretty fine. Alright, let's go.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Surprised here, but that's not the worst. It's worse when you get surprised in the next area.
Fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
But it is pretty bad when you miss the dodge. That's annoying. Oh, but hey, he put me back into the right place, so I didn't have to turn myself back around again. That's pretty amusing. So this guy needs to be in the second slot to use his pistol shot ability to actually hit the back row. But yeah, that was about 11 seconds time loss from the best.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned.
Decent media damage.
Is no longer welcome.
Kind of high damage rolls all around. That's nice. Basically, I need 2 shots that are like half decent on the back row, or I can crit him. Well, this guy doesn't use one of his abilities called point blank shot to push for Jimbo to the back row. It's not too difficult, but like that basically. But it's fine, it's fine. See, it's fine, I'll just rely on crits. So usually they leave a corpse, but if you hit them with a crit, it gets rid of the corpse, so.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws.
Actually, here's something you didn't see. This is called a scaredy cat skip, found in the community by me. Basically, when you go into an area and then come back out again, usually it stagnates and it won't actually progress forward with like the main like story, so it won't heal anyone stored in stress, it won't do all that sort of stuff. But if you go into the Darkest Dungeon and then back out, it'll actually progress forward, since they expect you just to lose the Darkest Dungeon, because that's just how the game is. So we use that to actually progress through some stories, so we don't have to do some missions, essentially. Which is pretty cool, but you won't see it in the Darkest Dungeon, in the Necromancer run, just because you don't need it.
To the unrelenting rhythm
of a beating
heart.
The only disadvantage of it, we have to watch that cutscene each time. Or, like, you have to listen to that voice line, those voice lines each time.
You think you know.
Okay, let's see. Who's good?
Our family name, once so well regarded.
This person's good.
Is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
For the Jimbo is now a one of those. The Jimbo is now a Hellion. A barbarian Hellion. It fits with the character to swap roles all the time, right? It does. I don't think the voice actor is in different languages, but I think options, audio, not there. You can probably get text in different languages and all that sort of thing, but I can't imagine they'll have another person with the same voice sounding that great. This is a pretty bad RNG stuff.
Another one falls. Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing
I didn't change the
passage.
name to of Ow, doesn't matter.
Their formation
That was a
is
nice group.
broken.
Fully cleared the back row.
Maintain the offensive. Executed with impunity.
Didn't even give them a turn. That's really good. Each turn is like 4 to 5 seconds, so
As victories
it's
mount,
nice if I could just skip
so
them.
too will resistance.
I'm going up. So you can either go up or right there. They each have similar encounters, but Reynold is looting stuff. This one's slightly better because it has. Oh, this one has more humans in it, and the other one has more. What's the name? Skeletons in it. So, in a party that is better at fighting skeletons, you'd pick that, obviously.
Confidence surges as
Just
the
because
enemy
the
crumbles.
party composition is slightly different. Pick different people. More slightly different decisions.
the
There we
pit.
go. Language. I don't think the Hellion has a third range move. That's fine. Should have used that, I think. No, it wouldn't have mattered. Well, Crusader can just take him out.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
So I think the reason why the marathon run was so great, just because of all the crap stuff that was happening in it.
Lie in wait.
Because if it was going perfectly, I don't think it would have been as entertaining, really. I don't think, at least. See, I'm losing time here, but that's just assuming that I haven't done a skip already, so... It was pretty big when I found out that you could do this. And it made me so happy that I found it. Oh, like, it's not that hard to adapt well. Like,
This skirmish
you can
may be
only do
lost,
as well as you can do.
but the battle
And
may
honestly,
yet be
it
won.
wasn't the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. Like, the worst person in a category is a 50-minute time, but you know, that's probably just
The
not
plume
playing well.
and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all. Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready. The bellows blast.
Yeah,
once
exactly,
again.
exactly.
The Horde
So
stands ready to make weapons of war.
if I say everything is terrible when in Darkest Dungeon everything is terrible all the time, then they'll just think everything I'm doing is extremely difficult. So, oh, this is terrible.
Corruption has soaked the soil,
That's
sapping
not that
all
bad,
good life
bro.
from these groves. Let us
So basically,
burn
there were a
out
load
this
of different.
evil.
Oh, that's actually really bad. So, I'm having to do all room battles here, and there's one. Wait, I can check. Okay, cool. That's actually really good. This is actually really amazing. Turn that around. Okay, he's going insane though. He's paranoid. That's not bad. Percy.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
So basically, every map has a slightly different, like, they'll all be slightly different layouts, but they're more or less the same. Like this, these typically have slightly longer, like, hallways and all that such things. Crits.
Obliterated.
The thing that's good about this is there isn't a room battle in both of those, so I don't actually have to go down there. And I scouted to find out, and this means only there is a room battle, and I know that's the only room battle, which is really quite beautiful. So this will be quite a decent time. It'll take me, what, like, 20 seconds to get over to there. Oh, there could be a hallway battle there, but, oops, that was a mistake. Oh well.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
There's stuff that's going on in the background. Like there's a trap there I can trace there, but if you don't scout, then you won't see anything. There's food checks, but those are random. You can't actually see if they are there or not. And they can just respawn back, so there could be a food tile right there as well. But it is designated to the actual tile. Okay, so there wasn't actually a room. There was a hallway battle here, so that's unfortunate. We can do.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Make do. This will still be a good time.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Plague Doctor, this character right here, usually isn't that amazing to bring into this zone anyway, so I probably will try to get rid of him when I can. So I probably just won't ever see him again. Maybe dismiss him even. After
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Oh, perfect, dogs. Oh crap, I'm surprised though. So that was a good situation, turned into a bad one. Basically, dogs, like the slimes in the other zone, all have really low health. But, like, if they go first, they've got high health, but low health, but high speed and high dodge. So if I just go first and actually kill them before, you know, I die, then it's all good. But, you know, in cases like this, it's less good. I'm only getting 1 or 2 kills. 1 or 2 attacks to kills. Because of the surprise messed up my turn room order.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
This is pretty much an average segment now due to those unfortunate events that happened in it, but what can you do? I'll definitely die now.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And, oh, come on, what health? Oh well. Don't get rabies on the last turn. Thank you. These dogs have a chance to give you a disease called rabies, which you might be aware of. It basically is a debuff. You can get rid of it, but it's annoying. Get rid of. So yeah, I figured. Man at arms, that's good. That's what I want to see. The Jimbo's getting stress healed.
The cobwebs have been dusted. The pews
also
set
get
straight.
some sort of stress healing, please.
The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Was there actually a... No, there wasn't.
Fresh kegs,
okay, that's
cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
This guy... No, nowhere. Alright. Yeah, he's going into the darkest dungeon. So, usually when you go into the darkest dungeon with more than one person, one of them will die, so it's basically one person sacrifices themselves so the rest can get away, but we're luckily enough, if you only have one person, they'll live no matter what.
Far below,
I'm doing this just so they're not as stressed going into it, so I put them into a stress healing place, which requires a day. So we have to actually go away on a journey, but this counts as a journey, so...
We fall so that we may learn to pick ourselves up once again.
And basically we'll just never use this guy again.
Trouble yourself not with the cost of this crusade.
Good.
Its noble end affords you broad tolerance in your choice.
Alright, so for the Jimbo, that guy, not that. Move there and dismiss.
Corruption
amazing, but I
the
can
soil,
work with it. Yeah,
zapping all good
okay.
life from these
Ectoplasms are also good to get, assuming you're able to actually kill them. Because they got low health again, but they have this power to actually multiply. So as long as you don't give them turns to multiply, and they die quickly, which is what we're trying to do in a speedrun anyway, shouldn't be too much of an issue.
This expedition at least promises success.
Okay, there wasn't a battle in that room, so it wasn't required for me to actually go down that pathway, so that was a pointless fight anyway. Oh well. I had to check it, or else I'm gonna get to the end of here and realize, oh, I have to go back that way. Because that one room is where the room down is. Oh, that's not good. As you can tell by the big buff that's in front of me, he's got a lot of health.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Could have done that as well. Leg shot? Fair enough. Alright, and that's a decent man at arms as well. Nice crit. Always nice to have a crit. Apart from when it wasn't required. Oh, that's also nice crit. Just one more turn in front of him. Yes, perfect. That was nice. Only 2 turns.
Size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
We've still yet to do an actual battle.
Nature herself, a victim
Nice,
to
we
the
can check if
spreading
that's a
corruption.
battle. Okay, I don't need to go down into it.
Malformed
That's good.
with misintent.
So the scouting chance is random, and there is like multipliers that go into it, which all of these affect and all that, but it'd be a pain to explain. Aw, man. That's 5 now. One, really? He has a range of 2 to 3, and he hit the 1, which is weird. That ability basically gave him a riposte, which means anytime someone does an attack to him, he doesn't attack back. So it's good for these dudes who will always attack everyone.
Unforgiving.
And I was hoping him to attack them to finish that off, but we don't always get what we want. Man, I'm missing a lot. Oh well. Kill? Thank you, that was beautiful.
Continue the onslaught.
And he'll die to please. That I put on.
Foolish horrors.
Not bad, not bad.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
So this is either the last battle or there's one more battle after this. So I'm just gonna pull my eggs in the basket and say this is the last battle.
Be gone, fiend.
Do the bleed. Ah, done it. Yes, but I still get the riposte ability on it.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
And he has an ability which basically means he'll always attack the marked person anyway. Which he's also marked due to that.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Nice crit. Please be the last one. Hey, it was.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can
Feels
be
good, man.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor.
I can try.
But I was dead before they found me, and the letter was on its way.
Just upgrading all my people just to make sure I do extra bits of damage. Also slightly higher hit chance. 5%. I'm actually gonna do this. This is a medium length mission, which is something you wouldn't usually do in a run. But since I'm going to the second boss,
I knew all these paths once.
since I'm going to the second boss, I can potentially skip one mission if I do this.
A decisive pummeling.
Use the riposte. He'll attack full. Hopefully I do 3 damage to him. Nice. All as planned.
Faint hope blossoms.
I dodged. Okay. Good back shot. Ooh, I moved the window.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Too bad we don't have a
These
Crusader.
nightmarish creatures can be felled. They
If you see there, that says Crusader only on it, so that's why we can't use it. Crusader only. But usually the ones that are specific to a specific class are slightly better than, you know, usual. So hopefully there's nothing. It's always dangerous because in the map you can sort of see the next thing before it happens. You can see the next curio appear before it happens, so if there's nothing, it's either going to be a trap like that, or it's going to be an actual battle.
Glorious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Okay, that's fair enough. What I want here is just not many room battles at all.
Executed with impunity.
Get the bleed on? No bleed. Okay.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay, not bad. Ouch. Roots.
Their formation is broken.
It's also just knowing turn orders and stuff. Like, I know they have a fairly high speed, so they're more of a priority target, but those dudes can multiply and be really annoying, so they're even higher priority.
Give them no quarter.
It's all that just sort of thing. Let's have a look. Alright. So I can go into this room and then I'll have a look at this room. Since it's at the end of the corridor and I don't have to go anywhere further, I can just back out of it. Unless there's just no battle in there, which would be nice. Okay, there's nothing in there. That's nice. So my route is to go up to that room, that room, that room, that room, and then that room. Unless that shows to not be a battle via a scout, in which I'll do that instead. When I get to about this room over here, I'll do the campfire, because I probably have the scouting ability. I didn't check that. So I'll let my light go a little bit low. I could do it next, or I could do it... No, do it in that room. That'd be the best room to do it. So in my record, in my PB of this, I got an insanely fast 3-minute 55 time, so that's why I'm just losing time here.
Nature herself.
I'm also just letting the dark go down, because when I use the campfire, the firewood,
Malformed with misintent.
it goes back up to full anyway, so might as well. Okay. I don't have the special ability that I wanted to have, but that's fine. I'll just use that. That's fine.
The match is struck.
What is
A
it?
blazing star is born.
The campfire can give buffs and like heal stress and heal things depending on what their abilities are. Okay, spiders. Spiders are nice. Opposed to the majority of the population, spiders are actually nice. When they go first, it's not as nice. Cool, this is bleeding as well. They have 7 health. Most of these guys' thresholds will do about 6 to 5 damage, and then do a bleed on them. The back row, I should say, the front row can just do high damage. See, 17 crit, beautiful. So hopefully I just go before this guy, and I can kill him. Nice.
Back to the pit.
I do scout now though, but it is a bit pointless. Oh, okay, that's unfortunate. I didn't have another torch. Oh, Shambler.
An indefatigable purpose.
Shambler percent right here. Anything? Nope. Okay, I'll go right. So now I just need to go into one more room, and then I'll end the mission. Overall, this has been a pretty decent long mission, actually. Not long, mission, medium mission even. I'm gonna just stay out of it. I don't need to actually do this. My guy's stress is already low as well,
This
so...
skirmish may be lost, but the battle may yet be won.
Wait, what? Oh, I had to do one more. This is kind of crappy. Oh well. I miscounted. I had to do one more in addition. Oh well. I still can go backtrack through this one and go into that room still. There is a hallway battle, but hey, it's probably faster. It would have been faster if I went left first, then right, but what can I do? I didn't make any more mistakes down here and not go. Okay. Not bad. So hopefully this is a nice hallway battle. It's kind of crappy, but I can make it do. That guy will bleed out to death when he gets to his turn, so I can just focus on killing the other guy. But if I kill the other guy in time, then yeah, no, perfect. Then it's his turn. They're pretty slow.
Death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Alright, not bad. Bear in mind the record for this is, I think, well, no, my time for this is 30 minutes.
To the resourceful thief, burials are merely
I need to pay attention to
ephemeral
this.
affairs.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine. Hag.
I had collected many rare
So unless
and
I can do
elusive
this
volumes on
stupidly
ancient
within
herbal
a minute and a
properties,
half,
and was set to
which
enjoy
is
several weeks
unlikely for
immersed in
sure.
comfortable study. My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted on repeated calls to the house. There is method in the wild corruption here.
Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3,
There's
4,
a
5,
form
6,
of
7
wretched,
rooms, which is kind of sucky.
malevolent.
Also, a hallway battle straight off the bat, so that's fun. What disease does he have? Runs. Oof. Heal you. I can do that. Let's go first, please. Nah, I can go first.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Their formation is broken. Maintain defensive
Details about the next boss that we're about to go to is the Hag. The Hag will occupy the back 2 spaces, while a pot, her cauldron, will occupy the first 2 spaces. It's very hard to move her from that spot. She has a high move resist. So basically just get something that can hit all the spaces that you need to.
As the fiend falls,
So that's why each of my party members can hit the back 2 rows. She's only got 66 health. Her main gimmick is that every turn she'll put someone in the pot if there's no one in the pot. So we'll basically have 3 people to try to take her down with. Every move we make, that person takes a percentile of their health.
the slow death.
So that's slightly slow, but it's better than trying to have to damage the pot to get them. Well, it depends who gets in there.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Please, go the right way. Yeah. It's a shame there's another battle there, but...
Nature herself, a victim to
So yeah,
the
this is
spreading
slower than my
corruption.
PB now. So
Malformed.
we're just trying to get for the cannon this time, the second boss.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to say. And these guys don't do a huge amount of damage usually without so. What perk is it that she's... I see. She has less damage on the first round. That's it. Good lead. Perfect.
Death by inches.
Another thing to know is the corpses that they spawn. If they die by either any of the damage over times that we put on them, they won't spawn a corpse. Which, that can be slightly useful strategy as well.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and
Long
driven to
corridors
the
and
mud.
Oh, and a battle in there too. Hopefully not too many more. At least there's not a hallway battle. I can go though. Let's see what's in here. Let's look what the time is for this. The Brigand, 1 hour is the time for it currently.
A dizzying blow to body and
We're
brain.
perfectly on pace to do that, really. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Another abomination.
It's cool, I can see the 2 viewer count. So I know he's in the top room because the boss will always been the furthest one away.
But a victory nonetheless. Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Dogs and a madman. Yeah, I mean it's really nice watching other people be in dismay. Critical hit!
Executed with
Woohoo.
impunity.
I mean, I know I'm not gonna die. I'll crit though. And I mean, the Jimbo is going to get to 100 stress soon. Yeah, that guy is a madman, and he is basically a stress damager. So he focuses on trying to kill us via stressing us out.
Injury and despondence.
So usually he's a prime option, like he's really high you'd want to take him out as soon as possible, but he has 20 dodge, which means basically how the to hit chance is calculated in this game is you see my accuracy is 90%. Cool. So that means I have a 90% chance to hit. Although that is, let's give you some food. That means I have a 90% chance to hit. Although it then calculates their their dodge rate, so I have a 98% chance to hit, minus 15, so I have a 70 whatever it is.
Another one falls.
73. Big maps. Hopefully they don't target my Dismas. Good. For reference, this has been not very amazing boss dungeon, but then again, boss dungeons usually aren't amazing.
These nightmarish creatures can be felt. They can.
Yeah, with all these room battles and hallway battles, it's really not been great. After putting someone to death's door, they'll get a debuff. So yeah, there's all that to deal with as well. So he'll deal less damage. Yeah, 5% less damage, 2% less accuracy, 1% less speed. All that stuff. Oh, nice crit though.
Success
Leper only.
So clearly
Shame.
in view. Or is it merely
Just one more,
trick
one
of
more.
the light?
Please. Okay. Next will be... Ah, come on! Maggots. Oh, well, at least they only have 6 health. These are things that can also, with their Grave Nibble ability, have a chance to disease you. A lot of things in this area can disease you, and that's sort of the theme about this area.
Be wary. Triumphant
Okay.
pride precipitates.
Let's remember my doctrines. Okay.
Twisted and maniacal.
I'm starting out with giving him a buff,
Testament to the powers
just so
of corruption.
he does more damage throughout the battle. But if he gets put into the pot, it might just reset that. Oh no, not the Houndmaster. I actually quite like the Houndmaster. Otherwise, only thing else to note is she does like small little bits of damage to everyone. Okay, he's at death's door, so he'll pour out now.
From becoming unwound.
Which is slightly unfortunate as he's in the 3rd row now. And Dismas is going into the pot now. Meh. Not amazing. That's a nice crit though. That's a real nice crit. Dismas is at death's door, so he'll push him back as well.
Hold fast or expire.
Let's defend the dude, although it won't matter much. Because, yeah, B10's right, so these two could die. Okay, Dismas did die, which is alright. The Jimbo is focused for the Jimbo. Perfect. The Jimbo is ready for this. He's only on 5 health, so... The Jimbo crit to kill. So the Jimbo should be a barbarian from the very start.
Less people will be eaten.
Nice.
As victories mount,
Okay.
so too will resistance.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. Unfortunately, I won't be using the Jimbo for a little bit.
Barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Get rid of you. Not rename. Dismiss. Dismiss?
Send this one to journey elsewhere. For we have
I'm gonna
need
do
of
these missions.
sterner
I'm not very
stock.
good at those missions. Can't do that. Can keep him in. What else? Bring you in. Crusader only. No, it's not worth it. I'm not very good at this type of mission, so I might just back out of it. Medicines. What do those look like again? Oh, I don't remember.
Our
Well,
land
let's
is
hope we find
remote
some.
and unneighbored. Every lost resource
I don't always
must
go
be
this
recovered.
far in, like, these sorts of missions only unlock after you kill the first boss, and I don't always do that. Well, I practically never do that, so I'm really unused to this mission. Cool. So in that time, I actually did just Google the mission. Let's look up this a second. Okay, I'm missing all over the place, that's not fun.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Okay, what's best to do here? This has a good moveset as well.
Surges as the
Real good
enemy
moveset,
crumbles.
actually. Basically, the leper, the like whole thing about him is that he's got super high damage, but he is the lowest base hit chance of everyone else in the game. So that's his whole like gimmick. So he can be good in runs. I don't always pick him. I didn't pick him. Oof. Ouch. That's not good as well. I can find that by looking at this.
Back to the pit. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay. I'm balancing out trying to find out what I'm doing and
But a victory
doing the game at the
nonetheless.
same time. Hopefully it'll look obvious. Like that. Okay, cool. Cool, I know what they look like now.
Treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
So that's a good sign at least. This probably would have been better if I went down the right hand side path first. It doesn't really matter too much. Traps.
Curious is the trap maker's art.
I should really change
His
my
efficacy unwitnessed by
party
his own
order again.
eyes.
That was a bad party order. Just one more.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
There's nothing in the next one, so I'm okay just going down. I don't know if there's multiple that just spawn around the map or what the RNG is with it, but I'll give it my best shot. Because this is looking to be quite a quick mission. Depending on, you know, how everything else goes. Now this is only I could escape this, but this is only 3 of them. Okay, now it's 4 of them. Okay, I'm gonna try to flee on this. No, it's not bad enough.
Another one
bad.
falls.
Yeah, not
Their
bad.
formation is broken. Maintain defense.
Flee would just mean I'd slowly go up to the previous room, but it just means I would just have to do this battle.
Continually
But this is kind of a quick battle anyway.
Destroy.
It's not worth it not to do it. Okay, so one more medicine pack somewhere in here. Can I item dupe or something? Wouldn't that be great? let's not mess around with those because you can actually discard items. I should have posted that I was live. Ah, well, professional streamer is professional. Okay, I'm happy that I know what they look like and I know what I'm trying to do now, so I'm not worried about anything really. Everything is good in my life, except for... Hey, no, everything is still good. Hey, I could do the Shambler.
Spring to life with a singular purpose.
Let's go into this room. I regret that decision. Highly regret that decision. I will back out of it, and
This skirmish may be
he's gonna go insane, but that's
but the
fine.
battle may yet be won.
Oh, he's powerful! Dermont! Nice! That's good. That means he has, yeah, buffs, essentially. He does more damage. Powerful is one of the good, virtuous things you can get. You do have, like, a 25% chance to have something good happen to you, so that's always nice to see when that happens. Although, Corbon is fearful. Yeah, expected that to happen.
Fear and
Missing
cruelty
though.
finally
That's
claim their due.
Hopefully he will go behind before that. The slimes are starting to slime.
Press this advantage.
Slimes are starting to
Give
do
them no
slimy
quarter.
things.
Executed with impunity.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Still need some damage to him. Oh, please no. Ah, okay, I'll blind fire them. Okay, that's what I killed. That guy, you don't really do damage from the back row. Oh, it didn't kill. Oh, this is why slimes are terrible. This is why slimes are terrible. I love my life. I hope I can still have one. Don't multiply again. Good. Move back. There we go. I stunned him. Oh no, it did. Yeah, it did. It did stun him. So if you can't tell, this has gone really well. Go before him, please. Oh wait, he's stunned. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh.
Such a terrible assault.
Do you remember when I said everything was going really well? Less so much is true now.
This expedition
I
at
have
least
4
promises
food left
success.
as well. So hopefully I can go into this and have a camp.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Ah, that was a mistake. Ah, he's massive mistake. Oh well.
Those who covet injury find it in no short
There's
supply.
battles everywhere I turn. Oh well. At least this one dude's powerful. That's all I have to take away from
Be
this.
gone, fiend.
Okay, do you remember when I was saying like, oh yeah, I might finish this in an hour? I might not anymore. Depending on my RNG now, because a boss at worst is probably going to be 10 minutes. I've still got stuff to do.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious
I'm not
killer.
getting that check. And there's battles everywhere I turn. I'm just getting really unlucky finding the last one. But it's worth it to do this fight because there's only 3 tiles there and all that stuff. Using my dog treats to try to get more damage out. Riposte so they hopefully attack him, and it's not what I meant to do. Oh. He gets marked now. Just try to deal the extra little bit of DPS. He is kind of getting low though, so that is slightly worrying, but he's taking 3 damage next turn. Oh, we'll see what happens. So I just gotta do this. Frick, thank you, I need that. I need this in my life. Everyone's kind of a bit too stressed out for me.
Annihilate.
Thank you. It really just makes you feel better when he just says good voice lines, you know?
Success so clearly
Scout.
in view.
No point to go
Or
there.
is it merely a trick of the light?
Okay, so hopefully, because I know it's a curio that I'm looking
Perched
for.
at the very precipice of oblivion.
It's a curio that I'm looking for, so it's either going to be that curio or that curio. So I don't need to go to the up one. Unless it's the curio in that room, of which I'm going to cry. Okay, so it's not that curio, so I do have to go past one more fight to get where I need to go. Just one more fight, just one more fight. Wait, what? Okay, that isn't the thing? I'm really confused. Unless I passed it, somehow. I don't know how though. Because... unless... it could be in this room.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying
Well,
fall.
if it is in this room, let's see. Okay, it is in this room. And I can open the satchel, and we can get the final bit of medicine, and we can end that quest. Thank God, it's over. It's
These
over.
plants and herbs
Oh
will
wait, I've
stave
got to
off
actually
infection
do the finishing
and
thing.
neutralize contagion.
So I should be able to fight the boss now. Cool, perfect. Let's just stress heal a bit first though.
For the study of suffering.
We're taking for the Jimbo into this.
Fan the flames, mold the metal. We are raising an
So
army.
Chastity can go up there. So basically what I did there is I did 2 medium
Once again,
missions, so I actually
the
skipped.
stars are right, and the manor
A
sits
split.
at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their
So just do this to
twisted
deal with some
idols,
stress, and then
great
everyone will be
gongs
nice and
sound
lovely
in
when they get
anticipation of the
finished.
coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm
The beating
of a
heart.
beating heart.
Don't even know how many times I've heard that.
A setback, but not the end of things.
Just too many times I've heard that.
The
Alright,
plume
oh man, he's not
and
here.
the
I don't know
pistol.
where. Okay, and he's still at the
A
pub.
fitting end to my folly,
Alright, we're doing it
and a
again.
curse upon us all.
Basically, sometimes when you put someone into a stress healing
Once
place, they
again,
can stay
the
for an extra
stars are
day, or
right,
they can
and the
someone can
manor
wander
sits
off
at the
somewhere so they
very
won't be available,
epicenter of
and it's
cosmic
really
unrest.
annoying. So I'm just having to do this
Cultists
again, which
rally
is like
to their
another
twisted
20-30
idols,
seconds.
and great gongs sound in anticipation of the
It's
coming
likely that I won't be able
sacrifices.
to do this in 6 minutes, but
Far
I'll sure
below,
give it a dang try.
Life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm.
It's 1 hour
of
and
a beating
58
heart.
minutes, so I basically have 7 minutes to do this dungeon.
Failure tests the metal.
7 more
heart,
minutes
brain, and body.
from now.
I
Dermont
can
is still
see
missing.
their
Oh, I
angry
hate him.
faces as they stormed the
Dermont,
manor.
you're the
But I was dead before they found me, and the
spring
letter
around
was
dude
on its
in.
way.
Hi, you're in.
Suffer not the lame horse, nor the broken man.
So we're just kind of having to bring in a random dude into it. Because... Yep.
Simple folk are by their nature loquacious.
So now we're going to do the cannon. Bear in
And
mind, the
denizens
cannon
of
is
the
actually a
hamlet
boss
were
I
no
haven't
exception.
done before.
It was not long before
So
rumors
this
of
is
my
blind.
morbid genius and secretive excavations began to
Let's try to
fuel
get record.
local legend. In the face of my increasingly egregious flaunting of public taboos, awe turned to ire, and demonstrations were held in the town square. The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air.
Alright, so that's good at
The
least.
war machine is close.
I should have done that. Oh well.
Begone, fiend.
She doesn't have a good moveset. That's something annoying to notice. Oh well.
Another one falls.
Why'd you miss? Stun? Doesn't stun. Hopefully I go first. Nice.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Yeah, she doesn't have the best moveset, but it's not too required. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Hopefully I can kill these spider ectoplasms fast. That's a nice crit.
Back to the pit.
I don't think I have enough damage to kill. Oh, I do. That's beautiful.
Maintain the offensive. As victory
So there is a battle here, but we can deal with it.
So too will resistance.
Okay, slime from that, so hopefully it doesn't turn into be a big slime again. Everyone's being surprised by us, so that's really good stuff. Debatable if I should have actually done that.
Executed.
Hopefully I hit this damage range. That's nice. There's only a 1 out of 5 to not hit that damage range, so it's pretty likely. Shame that didn't kill. One off. Hopefully they'll just go next. So yeah, they just throw. It's the DOT, the blight that was on them.
Life is taken.
Okay, still kind of unlikely that I'll be able to do this in time. This scout's that's not a good thing to scout. That's also not a good thing to scout. Go first. Thank you.
As the fiend
Yeah, that's
falls,
pretty bad. Won't get record with that.
blossoms. Another abomination cleansed from our land.
That was the 1 in 5 that I was talking about earlier. I missed that.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
The reason why I won't is just because there's 2 room battles there and it's not going to happen. Because I got to get through these room battles. And they take at least a minute.
Destroyed. Powerful blow.
I could have hit that once more, but I'm just gonna let it have one more turn and just die to play. Just try to get more DPS on this off. Because the boss fight alone will be about a minute or 2. 2 minutes maybe. So now we can all just focus on what we do. So hopefully it won't be my... Yeah, that's good. Nice. They have a lot of health and they have high protection as well, which means there's just a straight debuff to my damage, essentially.
They can be beaten.
Come on, go to default party order, please. Thank you. Alas, my time. Oh well.
Obliterated.
Alright, now I just need to kill this dude. So the Brigand, the cannon thing, is a cannon that spawns, and there's a dude that lights the cannon or something. I'm not too sure, but I know it's kind of cool. I think, from what I recommend. Good that it's stunned as well. Not the crit, didn't mean it's not necessary.
Alone does not dissuade the sharpened
So do I
blade.
go which way? I can have a look. Which way do I go? Okay, both don't matter. Go this way.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
So he'll be in this room
Misintent.
to the right. Hopefully there isn't a hallway battle, or else I picked the wrong one.
In Radiance, may
Give
we
the
find
Fledgimbo a little bit of
victory.
food. Just to heal him up. And here's the cannon thing.
A marvel
Alright.
of technology, an engine of destruction.
From what I remember, these dudes respawn as well, so it's kind of pointless to... get a mark on. Resisted that though, so that's
Well struck.
wasn't entirely needed though. There is that too. I should be okay. Maybe I won't be. I might not be okay. Hopefully I do 8 damage to this guy. Ah, he misses. Fire in the hole. We missed! Hallelujah! Oh, thank God. Praise everything. Praise Fledgimbo. Fledgimbo, you crit! Ah, I love you. This is totally not the Fledgimbo that you know. Ah, this is great. So we're gonna go experience that once again. But it shouldn't matter now. Ready, let's see how much damage they do if they... Oh, misfire! And he misses again. Oh, this is beautiful. Everything is good in the world. You know, I didn't get a record, but this was sure a fun experience. Yeah, only a minute or 2 off. Ah, come on, just die already. There we go.
The brigands are undone.
I'm pretty sure they just died.
Is
Yeah,
once again
nice.
a symbol of strength.
And... time. Alright.
Be wary. Triumphant
Not
pride
bad, but
precipitates
kinda
a
bad.
dizzying fall.
Ah. So let's see, overall, Fledgimbo
Your soldiers'
was
minds
a
are mired in
lurker,
malignancy. Fear has
had a
taken
lazy
root.
eye, was pretty calm, and was a paranomaniac. Nice.